But good luck, have fun. Where's this game? Here it is. Against Wayfarers. This is a fun one. It feels like Wayfarers are unfavored, but I've had some. I think I've played Wayfarers against this matchup like twice, and I've had a lot of fun. I've had nothing wrong with it. Um, both sides can punish either. Yeah, it's sort of like if ever it's sort of like Wayfarers against Kuldak too. It's like okay, like Wayfarers are unfavored, but like if ever there was a faction to just like punish Kuldak for being so slow and boring, like it's Wayfarers. So it can be fun. All right, looks like I'm up. I'll have to see about and changing the chat settings later. Let's get to the game. Okay. Yeah, I've never fought on this side of it. Um, we don't have Blood Summon in hand, which is very sad for us. Uh, that's what we'd want. I think this game we win the late game, so we just need to lock down position. So I'm gonna do like crazy things, like just put a cultist there, just cause, just so I have a unit occupying a spot, basically. I I want all of my gate spots occupied all the time, so there are no windows in whatsoever. Um, got a Hellforged. Well, do we want to use it? Not that good. I kind of don't want that archer to die. Uh, yeah, this seems good and defensive. We'll discard that warrior, so we got something for the discard pile. Um, discard. Do we hold the Hellforged? I think we probably do. Probably worth it. It could be worth discarding too. I think it's probably good enough. Yep, looks good. Uh, still trying to configure Twitch settings, so maybe I shouldn't be. See what they do. I'll give up in just a second, I promise. Um, yeah, we'll see how. Yeah, so I've played this. Yeah, played this matchup. We'll see how. Yeah, so That's awful. Sorry about that. uh, I've played this matchup. Why did it just logged me out of Twitch? Um, really funny. I've played this matchup only from the Wayfarer side. But I think um from the Fallen Kingdom side, it's all about just locking down spots. And just keeping our defense. Like we just want to give them as few openings as possible. We don't care about bad trades or anything. We uh we just want to um stop them from getting to us. If we can do that, we win the late game. There's nothing else that we're concerned about. Dancers are gonna slowly erode at us, but we have carriers to respond. Yeah, that's the name of the game. This is probably a Goldos matchup. Or I mean, not a matchup, but just a game where we're looking like we're gonna have a lot of magic. Because I'm gonna discard these archers for sure. Oh, we're probably gonna have another 5-6 matchup for next turn. Yep, they're taking little shots here by there. We don't have the carrier to punish really, to steal back that spot because we haven't drawn one. We only have one in the pile. A little bit bad. Just a wee bit. Don't have any more gate spots, so we desperately need all of that. um, really bad. So this is pretty scary for red, honestly. Um, there's a lot of openings here. If this was Celeste, like there's just so many ways they can get to us. So maybe I want this cultist to stay on this other side and just shoot at this waypoint. Um, that'll keep me a lot safer. I was thinking of using a Hellforged weapon, um, but I wouldn't really need to. I could put the Hellforged weapon on the cultist even. Um, yeah, that seems good. Rat could be in a safer spot, but that's fine. Um, let's see it. Good. I didn't want that guy to die. Glad he's still alive. I did want to break that waypoint though. That was scary. Hopefully we can kill the dancer. Good, good. And then we're going pretty big here. I think we're just gonna keep one archer. Ooh, regret. So much regret. It's fine. I mean, blood summon on only a warrior and an archer still isn't bad. Um, we definitely take that. Yeah, so far we need a carrier. That's the name of the game currently. Is please more carriers. Carriers are how we win this matchup. Um, pretty please gates, just anything. Like they haven't had the cards to take advantage of it, so we're doing fine. Everything's fine. Um, but it won't be very quickly. Um, if this keeps up. So come on, give us some good stuff. Yeah, the blood summon. There's just no point in it. Yeah, I see no point whatsoever. We can use a soul shift to grab that spot back. That'll be good. Um, we're gonna play Pyre as well. We could play Purge. I don't think we need it this turn, honestly. Um, I mean, it wouldn't be bad. Yeah, I don't think we need it. I think we can save it a turn. It suck if I like miss really big. But ideally, if this hits, which granted it's not guaranteed, but we got it. Yeah, now we wipe all their units, and this is really strong for us. And we have Purge Blood Summon for next turn. This is exactly what we want. And we drew another carrier. Yeah, we have a very defensive board. Though, if we had missed big there, like there was a chance we killed none of their units that turn, which could have been a real big swing against us. I have to see where this goes. But yeah, we should have a pretty strong late game. Should be able to hold them off. Yeah, I think I think this is a very tough matchup for Celeste, just because Red Talus is very defensive. But like again, if just I've had fun with it, and maybe like those games that I had fun were games where I got lucky. But like you get dancers, you like slowly erode at their position, you get Baldo out, like, and then you get in and you kill him. It's not. I had a real fun game against Snog actually. We can wait till we hear noises on the other side. Yeah, I'm hearing noises. Should go back. I think I've played this matchup at least a few times. Um, we got Tess. I wonder what Tess is doing. Oh yeah, I'll just pull up this other game to show while they're still thinking. Okay, they're done thinking. We can talk about it. We can talk about it later. Forward gate seems strong. Tess seems like she can be real fun. What, slip by just to like kill a cultist or something? Because I doubt you can't afford to be too aggressive with that slip by. Wow, that is really bright. You sort of never see that because you never play with that. Slip by to kill the warrior. Yeah, I mean, seems good. Fortunately, we don't really have like a blood summon punish. Or we don't have the warrior in hand to punish this. Um, we do have blood summon, but it's just not quite gonna cut it. Um, yeah, we definitely could blood summon this turn, but it just, I mean, if we blood summon, we can occupy every single one of their gate spots. Um, and no one ever said that wasn't powerful. What would it be like? So raise an archer. Um, and then blood summon a carrier. We'd have to blood summon off this, like a cultist. Yeah, I mean, fully occupying the gate spots is pretty big. That does seem good now that I think about it. Um, yeah, okay, let's go for it. I sort of want to put the carrier in their face. Um, 'Cause that's the one that I like. I'm sort of happy for them to kill carriers. Though actually, maybe not. Okay, let's actually rethink this because I could get some more carriers with my attacks. Um, since we have some free attacks. Um, what if we blood summon here, blood summon this, um, soul shift, and then we just blood summon off of this. We move up, and we try to get carrier infects as well while we're doing this. Seems good, and we can get these carriers back to full health. We're not really damaging anything meaningful, but that's fine. Put this gate back here just for defensive purposes. We could put it even further back, but I mean we have infects, so I don't think we need to. And we're pretty well defended. Yeah, let's do this. Got it. We're good. Yeah, if we'd had a warrior there, we would have gone for like some like 7-8 dice on Celeste, but we didn't, and so I was gonna hold the blood summon, but then I just saw, hey, we can occupy all their gate spots next turn. That's strong. um, Now the carriers are out in force, and by the carriers I mean two of them. They're not in their face as much as I'd like, but it's fine. We'll hold Purge. This is the turn we wanted Blood Summon. It's fine though. We got another one in there. Um, yeah, we got a lot of dice in the tank. Just another gate makes sense. Yeah. So ultimately, didn't have a huge effect here, but hey, we stopped some pretty big dice. Man, Blood's going to be insane here, especially with that purge. You get so much, so much everything. It would be great. But you can't get them all. Okay. What do I want? Maybe just a warrior over here. And slowly move up. I think we just sort of move pretty defensively here. We're not super concerned with all of our trades being valuable because the way our decks are built, we will win the late game more on average. We're like almost guaranteed. All right, well that blows a little bit, but sometimes it happens. It's okay for them to have that spawn spot. That's not super negative for me. I could have considered spawning that additional carrier just for fun. I kind of like don't want to discard it. Yeah, I'm gonna hold it. I'm gonna be kind of greedy. Just because like they have to kill a carrier to give it value, like, or like I don't know, like. So I don't. It's generally bad because I don't have a carrier in my discard pile for infects right now. But what's good about this is, like, if they don't kill either of these carriers next turn, like we're still in a favorable position. So like, I'm not too concerned about the carriers not being in the discard pile. We have one goal this game, and that is just to hold down the fort. We drew another other gate, which is excellent. I wonder where that gate's gonna go. It's probably gonna be sort of a hard decision. Yep. I mean, I guess Tess is. I guess surrounding enemy gates isn't so good when Tess exists. This has been very interesting. I'd be very curious to see them come back from this. Because the Wayfarers are sort of retreated, taking a step back, and it's like maybe they can, like maybe this is what you want. Like Balzar can sort of do that with Falkor. Just like take a step back and reposition, and maybe Wayfarers can do that with Tess. We'll have to see. All right, nothing crazy here. I feel like we probably probably gonna purge here. What would we do? We would purge this carrier on that rogue. That'd be two things that have died. We could then just like spawn a warrior and a carrier so we can get an infect over here. That's just one move. This could be a warrior instead. So we could do warrior, carrier, warrior. I guess we can do assuming the infect will be easy, which it's definitely not guaranteed. Um, um, we could also um, purge this. I mean, and this is pretty good purge value, and we have another purge in there. Um, I wonder where we want this gate exactly. Moving this other warrior up seems good as well. Oh, now we have 5 on. Hmm. Now we do have 5 dice on this answer. That could be a problem. So maybe we don't want to do this. I mean, if it hits, it's not the worst thing in the world. I wonder where we're putting the gate. That's sort of the big question. Since we have it locked down, I'm tempted to put it somewhere like here. Uh, like this is pretty greedy against wayfarers because we're not just like creating a barricade that they can't come down. But yeah, I sort of like it here because I like to be able to send things down that line, and I don't like to be super uber punished by a dancer stealing that spot. I feel like we sort of need to play around that. All right, we're gonna hope that we miss. But we don't even have that many carriers in our pile. Okay, so everything about this plan is bad. Do we want to change it? Um, yeah, everything about this is bad. Not everything, just some of the things. I think we'll just do a single purge. Um, because if we don't have another carrier, then there's no point. Yeah, we really only have 2 carriers still. Oh, because this carrier is still alive. Yeah, I guess we could have killed that guy too, but no, it's fine. Um, I don't know exactly what the odds are here, but I think it's pretty better to attack this. I think our odds are worse if we attack with a 5 health something. Though that could be wrong. Could just be straight wrong. Pretty big miss. Yeah, so I mean, maybe I was wrong. Maybe it was better to. I'm kind of curious to figure out actually. Maybe let me go look at Summer Zone. So I'm looking at what are the odds of 5 melee on 4, or a 5 to hit 5. Okay, so we have a 40% chance to just fail by 5 hitting 5. But if we do this, if we do 4, we have um, let's see, uh, we have like so a 50% chance to only do 3 dice, and of that 50% chance, it's like a 66% chance or something to miss that again. So it's actually pretty similar because what? So like 2/3 of 50%. Um, so our odds of failure are pretty similar in these two cases. It looks like maybe our odds of failure are less here. I'd have to think about it a little bit more. Getting so much value out of Test. I'm a big fan of this. Very cool. Dancer's gonna get some value, maybe. I don't know if that dancer wants to swap though, because you don't really want to lose that spot. Though the infect is just free for me, so maybe you do. Oh yeah, you kill it. Good. Yeah, and I don't can't get any infects. I mean, this is pretty good for them too. Shutting down my infects pretty effectively. Um, huh. Huh. Yeah, not a super great turn for me. I wonder if we pyre. I'm not sure. It feels like they could pretty easily play around killing things. I think we pyre. Um, we've got Guldas coming up. I'll think about it a little bit more in a second. So it'd be hmm. Rat is slightly exposed. Or I was thinking about soul shifting into this spot afterwards. How exposed are we there? We're actually not exposed, I don't think. Because what, Celeste can go here, slip by. Okay, then the Voyager could get us. So with like a slip by Horizons. So maybe Rhett has got to go one space back, or maybe we've got to place another gate. Um, one space back means that I don't think they can get to us anymore. It'd be coordinate, slip by, Voyager. Yeah, I'm not really seeing how that would work. Let's look at our match. So I think we if we discard that gate, we anticipate getting 3 magic this turn. So yeah, we'd have big Dragos magic. Okay, so we'll see exactly how that works out, but that should be good. Um, yeah, this seems solid. Unless I'm dead, there could be something I'm not thinking about where I'm dead. But we'll just have to see. Hopefully not. Oh yeah, and we were gonna be killing that Voyager anyway, but it didn't work out. Hopefully they kill some of our units. It kind of sucks to not get that much pyre value. It'd be pretty crazy if they beat us in this late game, but they have been like holding on pretty well with Tess, and we're not getting any like good infects this turn. I could definitely see it. I think we hold. I think we have to hold Purge, and Blood Summon can be crazy too. Yeah, this looks good. It's a shame we didn't get that Voyager kill. That would have been real nice. But we're still sort of like just shutting down their pressure at the source here. Although that's what you want against these guys. Yeah, we've just killed a bunch of their low health units without carriers. Our carrier game hasn't been too strong. Uh, yeah, we'll see. I think we will still have the late game. That's sort of yeah. We didn't draw any carriers. That really sucks. This is not the hand we were looking for. Like if there was a game for us to lose the late game though, it'd be this because like I don't feel incredibly ahead. Especially with Baldo. I don't know. It feels like we could be punished here. We'll have to see though. Yeah, no way you illusions there. The ability just called illusions. Yeah, it is. Goodbye. Let's see it. Just kidding. So what's the plan here? Keeping Tess alive as much as possible. Kind of funny. Are they gonna try to like swap gate to here next turn or something? Yeah, that's strong. I feel like I'm playing against breakers right now. How'd that happen? Um, what? So Baldo's gonna kill, and then Celeste is gonna move in, attack the warrior. Celeste is even slightly exposed this next turn. It could be a lot of dice. Nope, keeping it. Yeah, I'm playing against breakers right now. This is really beautiful play. If I lose the long game here, that'll just be really amazing. Um, yeah, my carriers Like we're just not getting what we need. I think my play will be to just sort of retreat and chill until I have my freaking carriers in hand. I don't know quite how that's gonna happen though. Um, didn't kill that many things. Unfortunate. Yeah, slip by for defense. Okay, so I mean, we're just gonna say you're playing defensively. All right, great. We're gonna sit back and do nothing. Get us, etc. This is a really wonderful play. Right against us right now. I'm a big fan of it. Um, let's see. How could something could get to Rhett pretty easily? So maybe we'll keep him back there. I'll have to see. I'm thinking of just moving like this or something. In which case, could something still get to us? Yeah, like a Voyager absolutely could. So maybe we'll just raise. Um, oh, we're out of warriors. Is that true? Yeah, we are. Um, oh, we could almost infect our own warrior here, but not quite. Hmm. Yeah, but maybe that is the play to raise some carriers, and get some infects. Um, that seems good. And just get a kill with that where we can. Gonna draw a carrier or something at some point here. Oh, do we want Dragos to come out yet? I feel like I don't need to play that card, but it would be nice to empty our hand for Blood Summon for sure. Um, yeah, I just don't want to play him yet. All right, let's see it. Kind of sucked to play that guy and not get bridge value out of him, but that's fine. No big deal, really. Get the Voyager while we can. Um, looks good. We'll beat up your gate too. Do we want to beat up the 2 health gate? Ah, sure. Beat it up. Rat doesn't have that many more summons. Yeah, we gotta hold all these cards. Yeah, it would have been sort of nice to just play Dragos to have him out of hand so we could have the crazier turn, the crazier Blood Summon turn, but maybe next turn will be our Dragos turn. We'll have a Blood Summon turn afterwards. We have the tools to win this end game. And we're not too terribly behind. I'm very impressed by Beanseasly play or not Beanseasly. That's a great name, by the way. Very impressed by Beanseasly's play with the Wayfarers here. I've never like I'm playing against breakers right now. We got some defensive, not like they weren't able to get in. We shut down their pressure, and so they're trying to play a defensive long game, or at least regroup until they can get the pressure. And they pretty effectively like shut down a lot of my carrier infects. We're trying to get back in there. I think we're still ahead, but we'll have to see. Well, we got a second. Let's look at this other game. So um, this is one of the games for why I love this matchup. So I mean, you start with this, and it's like, all right, Dancer moving up, grabbing that spot. We're just going ham. Celeste is getting in there. That's our only way. Um, and it's like, okay, pretty defensive setup. Well, now we got 2 dancers. Like dancers blocking forward gate spots was just the name of this game, and it was a lot of fun. Oh, that was a crazy turn. um, how did we even do that? How did we do that? Goodness, I really have no idea. What the heck? We gotta. How did how do we get? I see how we get everything but the Voyager there. Oh, adventure the Voyager. We spawned an adventurer and then put the adventurer here. I don't think anything's happening. Um, oh, maybe things are happening. Okay, we'll go with that. We'll say it quickly. We spawned the adventurer, then immediately pushed it, and then pushed it another space, and then did this, and then the Voyager could go here to also get there, and then put the other adventurer there. But yeah, just being like, well, infects can really screw us, but we're just gonna lock all the spots we can. And yep, infects keep taking it back, but we're just like, all right, Celeste is in your face. No raise the dead value over here. I think this is the turn where we locked the game in. I mean, and it seems tough going in there, but just being like, well, um, like you summoning units only over there is just gonna. I think that like ends up being a pretty long turn for me that only figured out after enough time to just be like, hey, you know what? If we kill this warrior, and units can only be spawned over here from now on, like we are super ahead. And Celeste can't be killed. Let's see that turn 9. Yeah, and they don't have much of a response then to put up a gate. And at this point, we've just totally overwhelmed them. So Celeste can do this to Red Talus. Gotta have dancers. It's not easy. That's what we're looking for sure. They accounted for that though. Yes, they did. This would be a nice miss. Only in my dreams. More gates. Stop it. It's very mean of you. Um, I kind of want to just go up with Dragos and start punching. Might not be right though. um, might want to do something a bit more tactical because just like I don't know, Dragos on Baldo. Like, let's hit it. Seems good. But I think I'm pretty happy playing a defense game here and just like shooting and being boring. Like just doing this honestly, like I think I'm happy with. I think I might kill this gate too, even though there's a response, just because like then I can summon Dragos and send him down that line. Oh, did I want to raise the dead? Anything? Probably. Let's go back. Especially if we have an extra move, we can just like send a warrior up. Whenever you have an extra move to just send a warrior, that is just beautiful because you almost never have enough moves as red, and so just being able to send a warrior is real great. Yep, we have one carrier in discard. We don't have a carrier in discard. What am I doing? Okay, never mind. Never mind. Well, we're not getting infects for sure then. Did we want to do moves differently? What were our moves? Um, yeah, we definitely do. We just do like this then. Um, I mean, putting that carry in front of the warrior is not bad though. It's fine. Let's do that. Still not like emptying our hand the way we'd want to get this Dragos turn, but it's fine. Yeah, we will go for this gate kill. And Blood Summon, it's not a value card anymore for us. It's just a surprise card. And we'll be able to use that then. I don't know if we attack this gate. I think there's a good chance we don't. I'll attack this one instead. I think we're pretty happy just occupying that gate. Um, yeah, Blood Summon will draw a carrier. Good. We need more. We need more of those. It's nice to have 5 carriers, not 4. In deck building, sometimes you only have 4. Makes a pretty big difference. 5 carriers is pretty insane. Um, yeah, we're still just sort of cruising into the late game. That's the plan. Nothing fancy. Oh, I closed that other game. Why did I do that? Um, oh, because we finished it. Yes, yes. I wonder if I think I've played this matchup before even too. Wayfarers versus Fallen Kingdom. Yeah, I think we had a similar win. But both these games were felt a little bit lucky. Like, don't get me wrong. I don't think Wayfarers are favored in this matchup. For the same reason, like Cave Goblins aren't favored against Red. Yeah, we just get in there before the late game happens. And like you look at that board and you're like, okay, we're losing this game. But it's just like, nope, I'm gonna put a line with which you can't get infects on. Celeste is really damaged, so we can't use her anymore. This is a good game. Yeah, and we just have this line of dancers that they just can't get infects on. And then we just like slowly play this late game with Baldo. We've just like locked down a lot of their positions. Um, and then I think we got a lucky kill at the end there. Yeah, they were winning on the late game though. I think if we hadn't been able to, if we hadn't had the cards to get this kill, I think we still could have lost that. Well, I mean, okay, our board is pretty insane, so maybe not. Oh, coming in hot. Yeah, yeah, that's what you want to see for sure. I think Dragos is gonna come in against our big lad over here. Some nice misses. Want to see those for sure. All right. Well, this punish didn't work exactly as we'd have wanted it. That's okay though. We could. Okay, so we can do a pretty crazy turn now. This is gonna be a hard turn to think about though. So obviously we can get a warrior up there and like do 7 if we kill everything, but there's some obvious problems to that, being we don't really want to kill everything. Yeah, I can tell this is the sort of turn that I would just think about forever normally. We kind of want to occupy this spot so there's no slip by craziness. I think they've used both slip bys though, actually. Yeah, use both slip bys. What are coordinates? Just one. Yeah, Dragos can really do some dice on Baldo. I don't even know if we need to purge this turn. Maybe we don't. Maybe it's just Dragos attacks Baldo. We kill the waypoint, and we don't really worry about it too much. Um, we got to keep our position sort of locked down. I'm trying to think if there's a way for me to infect this dancer, though maybe that like really shouldn't be my priority right now. Let's think about it. Like, so I could do a warrior here and put an archer there. Uh, yeah, and then so this warrior can break that waypoint, and the archer can shoot. I mean that's pretty good, and we can summon another carrier too, behind us to like keep up the defense. Um, not even worried. um, yeah, without a slip by, we can be fairly confident here that like we're not in double danger. We don't need that carrier, do we? Because we're already using all of our attacks. All right, never mind. Never mind that carrier. Um, Baldo could get in without it though. Um, let's just make it. Let's just make it a warrior. Oh no no no! I see the problem. Yes. Well, I mean, if Baldo gets in, that's nothing. That's nothing crazy. He kind of just dies because you can only get to here with the move phase. So I guess then if they have a Voyager, they could get in. Okay, fine. So we'll stop it. Well, let's make sure they have Voyagers. What am I doing here? Summoned Spirit Voyager. All right. They're playing Dragos. Um, do we even care to raise the Archer? Like maybe it's unnecessary. Um, yeah, and if I don't break that waypoint, then like it's sort of harder for Baldo to move. So maybe we don't even need to do that. Um, we do need to occupy these few spots though for sure. Um, we could do it with just a warrior though. I think we need to occupy that other spot too though. So I guess another warrior or just or we could just move. Oh, we could body block it with threat. No, then we would die to things. I guess not if we kill that waypoint. So I mean we could just do this. Do we die to other things? Yeah, if they kill this warrior, do they have ways to kill that warrior though? Because I really would rather keep this other warrior with the blood summon in hand for a future turn. Okay, so let's crunch on this. Is there any way to kill that warrior? And shoot through it. I mean, you could like gem dance it, obviously, but that's not crazy or anything. This just isn't worth it. It's just not. So let's just summon the other warrior. It's not a huge deal. We have blood summons. It's fine. Um, all right. And let's start by attacking with Dragos. Yeah, I don't see how they could get in here. And I think, oh, it has to be within 2 for life drain. Okay, we're just not gonna life drain then. It's kind of sucky. Um, I always think life drain is 3, because I never play with Dragos. Um, that's very funny. Do we? I think this waypoint is more annoying for him than me, maybe for them than me. Um, yeah, I don't see them getting a ton of value out of that waypoint. It sort of just seems like sending a unit to die. Um, let's go on the dancer then. All right, that's our turn. That was a long one, but we ended up just holding our cards and um, playing more warriors than we would have liked and whatnot. But it's fine. Um, yeah, I was planning on life draining that carrier over there. Um, but that's okay. We can live without that. Yeah, it's a shame Brett Tallis's champions aren't so good. I mean, it works out because it's like, I mean, your deck is really common focused, and so like you sort of only would want to play one champion anyway. Um, but yeah, like, and I think your champions being a 6 cost is totally good for the deck. I think it makes hand management more difficult, and I don't think it should be a deck where you have easy champions to help you out. Like, I think it should be tough, but I think your other champion should be playable. So I like keeping their cost at 6 and just I don't know. I mean, like if Gul'das just had like 2 more health, I mean that would already be quite insane. And I mean, just because an extra health on Gul'das goes a very long way. All right, and we do have to play pretty fast here because as is the Fallen Kingdom nature, we've been taking pretty slow turns. Yeah, they're grouping up. We're gonna have we our blood summon hasn't popped off. Baldo's running off to safety. They only got 3 cards left. They're not careful, Celeste will be dead. But since we were sort of too afraid to not play our warrior, our blood summon value is a lot less crazy now. I wonder why we didn't just put a carrier back there. I mean, I guess because it's kind of bad, but the way things are shaping out, I think I would have preferred a carrier back there. It's a pretty big miss for us. Yeah, they got us to play Dragos in a corner too. Like this is very good play. Um, they're doing very well. So I was like kind of hoping that would die so we could get some carriers out. Um, I might purge because that gives my carriers a pretty insane place to go. Yeah, I like purge a fair bit here. It would only let us infect like one. We couldn't also infect that. But we could get pretty big value. Oh, but we can't. Hmm. No, it doesn't work because we don't have one magic. Pretty annoying. Hmm. Okay, well I guess not then. I mean, we could blood summon and then purge one carrier and move the other one, but that seems very silly. Well, it would give the warrior quite a few openings. Um, I mean, it would give that warrior like enough dice to. Okay, I don't want to reveal that I have this from not using it, so I want to count. So we would blood summon here, blood summon here. Oh goodness, how did this mode get set on? We would blood summon here, blood summon here. We would purge. This is now at 1 health. We've killed 2 units. We use one move to get to here. We use another move to get to here. I guess we purge this as well, so that's 2 more units. We would just move Dragos up for fun. We kill this, that's a third move, third unit, that's 1 attack. The attack at Celeste's second attack. We got 7 dice over there. Yes, this is all of our resources just out and done, but it's pretty good, and killing Baldo is pretty good. Okay, I'm into it. Maybe with the only exception that maybe we don't need to actually purge the archer. Maybe we can just kill um because oh, and we are really running out of time. Yeah, if we purge on that, now we're up to 2 boosts. Um we would only get to 1 more boost without purging the archer. Yeah, so let's just do it. Um Now we've got all the boosts that we could ever possibly want. Go up here. Go up here. But you know, it'd be funny if we attack this, attack our own carrier, and then attack that. That would be pretty interesting. Um, We would have two less boost right now without killing the archer. I kind of like not killing the archer. Um, it's fine though. Get some extra damage on Celeste. And we need to take this turn anyway. And I might choose to keep my carriers alive rather than yes, that's all the cards in our hand. I could see this game being lost. Now that all our resources are gone and doing a ton. Yeah, I think I would rather have my carriers alive because now that I'm thinking about it, once these two carriers are dead, that's GG. Um, yeah, we might have wanted to hold our hand a bit more that turn because I mean it was good, but what we had was good enough. So we could definitely lose this. This has been a very fun game. Sorry to run the clock all the way down. That's definitely a me problem. Um, and after this, I'm probably gonna take a break and then do some more ranked games in just a bit. I take a bit of a longer break. Yeah, this is it's gonna be close. Oh my goodness, I could just lose here. Oh, that was dumb. That's a pretty big misplay. Um, uh, yeah, I mean if they just have coordinate, I just lose. Honestly, if they have any Voyager, we would also just lose. All right, it looks like they don't have coordinate or a Voyager, because in both those cases you would just go for the kill there, like just with a coordinate with Celeste, or just any, or even Tess, goes there, or just a Voyager would just be this. Um, maybe they have it in hand, but like don't assume that I'm smart enough to play around something like that. And now they've just realized that they can kill me and they're going to go back and do it. You will have to see. This is tense. Don't play coordinate. You don't want to. It's mean. Yeah, you see, you have a lot more options with the zero cards in hand at this point. Yeah, that's fairly annoying for me. That's pretty nice. Okay, so we're gonna assume this. So we now know there's no Voyager, no coordinate in hand. Um, yeah, that can kill both my carriers. That's something I just wasn't thinking about. Was just like, hey, I need to keep my carrier potential alive. That is definitely a mistake. Very good, very well done. Um, yeah, we might have to do some slightly inefficient things here. Um, might uh be a little. Gotta be a bit careful here. Um, gotta be careful about that spawn. I'm not too concerned about that spawn. Because we know they don't have a Voyager actually, so I can just move here and we're probably safe. No, we'd still be dead to. We'd still be dead to Wayward Rogue. Okay, so fine. We'll move the warrior back. Do we move this warrior to break this gate? I feel like we don't. I feel like that's not too good for us. Do we break that gate? Um, oh, let's decide after this. Almost got that one. I think they get more shots on us if we break the gate, so I'm not going to. All right, see how this goes. See if we can get the kill on us here. Hopefully not. I don't think there's anything too scary. Um, all our units are on the other side though. Yeah, it just hasn't felt like we've played this one too well. Yeah, now Rat is exposed. Yeah, we should have foreseen this too and moved some units back. Killing that gate wasn't the move. Yeah, because now Rat's just totally undefended. Yeah, I think that'll be GG. Because unless we get very lucky. Yep, and there's a Voyager back in hand. I think we needed to not kill that gate and instead move stuff over, but I mean, either way, it's tough and it's tough to decide. Uh, but yeah, I think that'll basically conclude it. I have to just hope to get a little lucky and have them miss or something here. Um, very good game, very close. Beansley sends a message about dice and realizing at some point I had 8 magic. Yeah, I feel like we just played this a little bit sloppy. Very well done to just like kill the carriers, finish off the carriers, push my board only over to one side. Lots of lots of great things there. GG, that's a lot of fun. A big fan of that one. Yeah, that was just very skillfully just playing forcing me into corners. I mean, I could have played a lot better that game, but like to take advantage of take advantage of everything was very impressive. To just like, okay, well now you uh, like to kill my carry, to back off when you're losing and not just lose the game immediately to carriers was really good. To kill my carriers over here was really good. To force my units over here, um, and then put pressure over here was very good. Yeah, that's a great game. Beansley says GG's. Was super fun. Just telling him GG's. The um, yeah, very well done. Very tactical. To play around things there. Yeah, very impressed by all of that. I'll see if he has anything else to add to the game real quick. Feel like people underestimate the Wayfarers. Just total movement besides assassinations, and glad I got to show it off. I'm listening on stream now. Good stuff. Yeah, no. So you were that was really wonderful. And I can read any messages you send me off to the stream. But yeah, like I feel well. So I feel like I got ahead. Like at first there, I felt I was like trying to play against cave goblins, where it's just like I'm just gonna stop your pressure and then we win. And then you were like, actually, I'm gonna be the breakers for a little bit. I'm gonna sit back, not give you anything. And I was like, okay, I'll just chill for a little bit. I think there's a lot of things I could have done better in that game, but you capitalized on everything perfectly. That was great. And so uh you put pressure over here and then said, no, actually I'm over here again. That's like, yeah, great, just what you're talking about. Movement, that's what you'd expect from like breakers and savannah elves, which you're getting done with Celeste. That was great. I played my last hand maybe a bit too early, and he saw the last carriers. I was like, well, I kill these. That's great. Putting Baldo over here and then like forcing me to be like, oh no, I gotta kill this gate over here, and then being like, actually, no, the threat's over here. That was really wonderful as well. Um, it was a weird game where I only attacked with Celeste a few times because she was at 3 attack most of the game. Yeah, well, so that's normally you would people normally people, and by people I mean I would say, if Celeste doesn't get the assassination here, it's over. This is sort of like Celeste versus fungal dwarves, where you just gotta stop them before they start, which is very hard because you just have to get lucky to be able to do that. Definitely want to kill carriers ASAP. Yeah, I overplayed my hand there to give you that sort of shot. Though, no, what I wasn't expecting. How did that work exactly? Did you have to use a test to get in there? Was I just Yeah, how clever was it? Or how dumb was I? Yeah, so I mean, I thought I was safe there, but then it's just like, oh no, of course I'm not. Of course Tess gets in there. Very beautiful play with Tess as well. Yeah, that's just what like you got so much value in with Tess. Just a totally different way of playing. Yeah, because normally it just seems like Celeste cannot like you just got to get the assassination kill, or at the very least you need to be on your opponent's side in order to get value kills in order to have a chance at the late game. And so if it's just like Celeste spending most of the game on your side, I'd say okay, that just sounds like a loss. Um Switching fields is an awesome Wayfarer specific thing, and Tess is good for that. Yeah. Well, it seems like there's other like it seems like the other faction that can do that big is Ava with like Gathering Song and Flight and whatnot. And Breakers can sort of do that, but yeah, not as good as Ava. I don't see a lot of Tess love, and she's my favorite more than Baldo even, who's also good. That's very interesting. Yeah, Tess always feels situated like Tess feels like or like to me I sort of see her as like in that like situational category, like Malunar and like Talia. I've never played Talia, so maybe Talia is worse than that, but like the situational of like but no, no Tess is better than that situational. Like so like the Malunar Talia is like this might or like this could be used in a very specific like like line in this deck that you're not going to do very often. While Tess is like a similar like this is like kind of like some weird funky stuff. But it definitely goes with the Celeste game plan very well to like get forward gates up. Keeping her alive, like, because normally when I play Tess, I'll use them just like I'll use her just like once to get a 10 health gate up there. Um, but you were able to keep her alive the whole game and just get tons of value by only exposing her on a single side and whatnot. It's very good. Test definitely better than situational. There is basically always a situation where you want to switch the battlefield and take advantage of the fact that you have more movement than your opponent. Yeah, that seems right. I think the problem I usually have with Tess is I don't have enough magic. It's the Wayfarers. Like I'm discarding like mad, and it's like and so I can't. It feels like maybe test like a slower plan. I mean, test seems like yeah, like very good at in like a plan B. Like oh, like all my units are dead. Well, whatever. I'm gonna play test, replace my gate, and refocus. I mean, it seems like a lot of what you were doing this game here was I'm so behind at the beginning. This is or like you're very behind. You weren't able to get in and like put a lot of pressure in with gem dancers and whatnot. I had gotten that, but then you just sort of you regrouped, and Tess seemed like she was really good for that. Let me see. Wait, yeah, you had Tess before Balda. You had Tess very quickly. How was your? Did you do you like to play Tess? Do you like to play her every game? Like do you like because I usually find I sort of just don't have the magic to play a champion, and I'd rather like play Baldo or something. Though I mean by that logic, like yeah, if you're I don't know, I'm a big fan of the way you're playing Tess. Yeah, so I mean it seems like you start by like okay, try to. I was surprised you weren't more aggressive. Like I was showing some other games I've played as the Wayfarers versus Fallen Kingdom, and my thought is always, I can't win unless I'm aggressive. And so you see, um, I'll show you turns, but you basically see me like, um, taking like just always dancers forward gate, dancer forward gate. Up you're countering dancer forward gate. Like I'm just I need to like almost similar to Cooler of just like I am getting the positional advantage and then I'm getting in there and I'm killing you. Um, almost every game, Beansley plays Tess. I discard commons pretty frequently, assuming I can get them back with Seek. Yeah, it's good. Which, to your credit, I was only able to get second to last turn. Yeah, I there's quite a few things that game I could have done better. Well, a lot of my thought there was just like I need to stop, but because I'm very used to games like this as and by games like this, I mean I've played this matchup twice, but as Wayfarers versus Fallen Kingdoms is, I just need to stop your pressure and then I'll win. And so that's all I was concerned about. I wasn't concerned about getting value. I think a lot of that was, and I think I didn't. I should have been a bit more patient in that end game and foreseen a bit more of your swip swapping and I think I could have had a better chance there. But that's just beautiful how you were able to take advantage of the situations. If you kill the astral point, I probably lose. TBH. That's funny. Yeah, I hadn't. I just wasn't thinking. Like I was thinking, oh, like that's kind of rough for Baldo, but then it just like didn't. And was it? Was there a second turn that I could have killed it? Um, Goodness, that game was so long. Yeah. Did you used it to? How did you use this waypoint? Oh, you used it to get Tess in and put the gate. Yeah, that was like I just didn't think of that. That was crazy. That was not good. Though wait, no, so I just left that waypoint for so freaking long. No, so you first used it. No, no, no. Okay, so you use it here. Then we're here. That's insane. So it was yeah, this is like the turn where I was like, "Oh yeah, this game is over." Like you've got me. The like this I mean, okay, I don't think I said that. I think I was still a bit more optimistic, but it's just like going from okay, like I was just like, "Oh, I'm going to play these last cards. I'm going to get some infects. It'll be good." Didn't get nearly enough infects to make it worth it. And then you killed both my carriers and got a gate here at the same time. Yeah, I was not expecting Tess to get all the way there. Although also there might have been a way for Balder to get their diagonal strikes. Yeah, I was. So yeah, so this turn I ended up. what was it? There was like a there's the first turn where Baldo was back here. I was like, ah, geez, I got to think about this a lot. It seems like you didn't have a Voyager in your last hand. Otherwise, there was some point where you would have played it. But the turn to do that, like this turn, I was just thinking a lot because I was like, all right, I mean, this hand is kind of nuts. Um, but I don't want to overplay it, and I don't want to let the thing I was really afraid of was Baldo getting here and then a Voyager getting here. So I was trying to play around that. Though granted, honestly, if I had just occupied both of these spots, Baldo wouldn't have been able to move by going into that waypoint. So maybe that would have been a way to do it. I wasn't a fan of how I ended up play. I ended up putting a like a warrior behind. Then I didn't have a warrior for Blood Summon. It just feels like such a good hand that I had at this point, and my deck was just like a carrier too. Like it feels like such a good end game position for Red Talus. I don't think I played it very well. Um, Tess got that 3 of 3 arrows, which was very nice. No, I only had dances in the end. Funny. Yeah, maybe that's why you weren't playing them as much in the beginning. Like normally, I think about dancers as like the king of the infect matches. Like that is my path to victory when I play Celeste against fungal dwarves and whatnot. Yeah, that was a lot of fun. Thanks for playing. I think if you I don't know what it is. I'm gonna turn on my stream settings so that it's less so that it's less secure, so that you don't need to have a account for multiple days to be able to talk. It might also be you might need to just like verify your email or something, and then you could chat. But not a big deal either way. It's just always cool how the game is different every time based on the ordering of the deck. Yeah, this is I definitely I'm very I hope to I'd love to play some more live games with you at some point. I'd hope to have you on again. This is a lot of fun. I'd honestly love to. I feel like both of these matchups I didn't play to their full potential. I feel like I would love to play this again with you a few times and see because I like you play this brilliantly. You still haven't convinced me that this still isn't like a 57 Rhett Talus favorite matchup. I still feel like Red Talus is very strong here. But if we play this like if we keep playing this and you keep beating me, I'll be like, yeah, you got like there's a lot more to Wayfarers than I thought. I'd definitely love to play this matchup more. That other game too. I don't know. That other game I did not play well. I just sort of kept advancing with Valeria and was like, oh yeah, early damage on Edia, this will be good. And then it was just like too late for me to move back because every time I tried to move back, it was just like Valeria isn't even safe by moving back and all my units are exposed. Yeah, I don't know. I think I needed to play a slower game against Edia, but I just kept wanting that extra damage. Twitch says I'm verified. I don't know what's up. I'm guessing it's the sort of thing that'll be fixed in a few days. I wouldn't worry about it. Um, uh, it's have you made your account and like is it a new account? Like, did you make it a day ago? I'm just curious to see how my streams work. Um, it's just always cool how the game is different. Red Talon is definitely very strong. I wasn't able to cross basically um, I wasn't able to cross half basically the whole game. Yeah, that's usually how I'm thinking about it. Is like I'm thinking about like the game, unless you can get a victory like this where you can just like get in, you don't really stand a chance. But I'm definitely um, you backing off there and like playing a breakers game. You made your count a while ago. Yeah, definitely something weird. Then I wouldn't worry about it. I bet it'll be fixed in a few days. Twitch can be weird sometimes. Maybe you need to go into your settings and click verify email or something, but probably not. You're probably fine. Um, Someone was in Gloomhaven. Oh, there's Gloomhaven streamers. I hadn't even thought about that. I've only ever played Gloomhaven in person. Gloomhaven. Yeah, Gloomhaven's real fun. I played through Frosthaven. Almost it was just a few missions from beating it until me and my friends had to leave college, and so haven't had didn't beat Frosthaven, but got really really close. Saw every character but like one was played. Yeah, I'd love to just be more Summoner Wars content in general. That's sort of why I'm doing the streaming. Yeah, I played some Frosthaven 2. My group unfortunately disbanded. Yeah, same with me. I mean, we gotten as much as we could while we were in the final few months of college. We only it is our senior year, and we only got it like a month before like graduating, and we were all staying like in a month in the summer, and so we had like 2 months to like beat Frosthaven. But we're college kids, so we got so close to doing it. um, we finished the puzzle book even, but we didn't quite get there. Yeah, I'm glad you stream and Water D when he did too. This game becomes awesome. It needs some publicity. Yeah, I mean, the more we play, I mean, once there's a Steam release, it's it's great for how small of a community is it is how many events we have. Like we just have so many tournaments going on all the time. We always got the league. Yeah, there's just so many options, and I mean, ranked play. I know people are saying ranked play is kind of like it's dead, and there's not that many people playing, but like that's just not my experience. Like it seems like there's definitely could be more people on ranked, but like there's enough that I'm always getting games. Like heck, I'm like about to time out like every single game that I have right now. This is a problem. um, Going to the Gen Con tourney. I, I'm going there too. Oh wait, are you gonna be there? You're saying you're going? Um, I'm gonna if you're saying you're going, I'm gonna be there too. We could practice up. Oh yeah, yeah. We could practice up and try to beat Orange Laz. I was thinking I'm gonna have to like slip something in his coffee. I think that's really the only way that I stand a chance. That's a joke. You're my buddy and you're in it. Yeah, yeah. I have a friend there too. Geez. Well, well, don't beat me. Okay, that's important. I gotta get someone in worse for life. No, I'm joking. No, that'll be that'll be real fun. They say lol. Uh, yeah, no, it'll be fun. I would love to. I would love to meet it. So I'm working. Are you just gonna be there on Thursday? I can message you about this after the stream. I would absolutely love to meet up and play some games though. Beware the timer. Yeah, I wonder how they're gonna do it this time. Because were you there last time? Because apparently last time they had like a system where it's like if you go over your timer, you take one damage a turn, but like it wasn't enough to discourage it. I think they should just do a 45-minute timer this time. I think that'd be the best way. Yeah, I wasn't. I think I'm. Yeah, I haven't. Yeah, I was not being aware of the timer this game. I need to play a bit fast. I'm gonna be exhausted. I'm a little exhausted right now. I'm gonna be even more exhausted at the tournament because I'm gonna be working like all day the day before, and I'm gonna have a shift right before the tournament. Like I'm literally gonna shift. My shift ends at 1 o'clock, so I'm gonna like be sprinting across the um across to get into the tournament and throw my decks in Orange Lazarus's face. Um, yeah, it'll be fun. I'd love to just get more of someone in person. I'm excited to swing by like the Plaid Hat booth and like yell at Colby or something. I think that's the plan. These are real fun. Well, so let me know. So I'm still okay. So obviously I won't be streaming much during Gen Con. Uh, Last year I was in the semifinal. I only got events to start, so I had to be with him in the front. He went down to like 3 health, but when the timer went up, were you in the semifinal with Orange Laz? You mean? Well, I had 8 units on board, and he had only his summoner and just ran and made me die. This year they're doing a chess clock, which is much better. Where are you getting this information? Like, I didn't see it on the tournament page. But yeah, a chess clock is just the way to go. Semifinals not with OL. Yeah, it's gonna be tough. They sent an email. Oh, they did. I almost just pulled up my emails on stream when he said that. Let me. Oh yeah, I think I did see that email. I assume that was like for the tournament, the like online tournament. Um, that's awesome. But yeah, I was saying I would love to have you on again. Probably. I mean, I'll probably be streaming like at least Monday next week. And after Gen Con, I'll still be streaming. But let me know if you want more live games, just some afternoon, some afternoon like this again. And maybe I can give you a better fight than I did this time. The guy I played said after if we were playing a normal game, I would have won, and that did not make me feel better. Lol. Yeah. So what was the situation exactly? You only had events in your first hand. To start, so had to be with him in the front. So your summoner's in the front, and he went down to like 3 health. But when the timer went up, I had 8 units on the board, and he had only a summoner, and he just ran away and made you die because of the way the timer worked. Oh yeah, no, that sounds very silly to just have like the time like after that your summoner like just use a chess clock. Just use a chess clock. um, that's fine. People can. I wonder. Okay, now I'm very curious. Okay, wait. I'm gonna pull up this email on a different tab. I want to see. Is it 30 minutes or 45 minutes? Uh, nope, not Spirit Island update. Um, maybe I didn't get it. I swear I did. Thought I did. I sign up with a different email, maybe. Um, you think 45? You were Tundra Orcs. Yeah, I'm thinking about um how I'm gonna do it. All right. Well, I'll see if I can find this email. I'm not seeing it anywhere. I don't know. Um, oh, this is a copied email. Awesome. This event will be a 5 round Swiss tournament. Base factions only. No deck construction. Your order of factions will be selected upon checked into the event. Mirror matches may occur. What? What do you mean? Why would mirror matches occur? Stop that. Don't. That's awful. Because that means you just like might be playing a matchup that you've never played. That's so bad. No, don't do me like. Have a system to repick factions if a mirror match occurs. Come on, guys. Chess clocks will be used to time each round. Once you end your chess clock runs out, at the start of each of your subsequent turns, add 2 damage to your summoner. This cannot be prevented anyway. Okay, that's still a little bit jank, but fine. I would rather just say you lose, but like fine. I guess that's like sort of a stand-in for you lose. Grand prize winner will receive new physical Summoner Wars faction deck for life. That's right, for life. Make sure you're signed up. There's still spots. I'm pretty sure I am. I definitely did the thing and logged on. I'll double check after everything. Um yeah, I will. I'll take a look. I swear I saw a notification on my phone. Mirror matches may occur. That's because last year both finalists picked PD. Well, and they had to decide in the moment whether or not it was allowed. Well, so decide it's not allowed. Decide it's not allowed. This is dumb. Don't do that. It does suck though because you pick in order to for playing. So say it's the final and you saved your best faction for last, but they did the same thing. Whoever has to change is at a disadvantage. Well, no, I would. You can have some sort of system where you like. It's more complicated, so like I totally get. Like I understand that it's easier just to say allow mirrors, but like I do not think this should be the standard for tournaments because you can have a system for like if you have the same factions against each other, like you then would say okay, both players have to write on a sheet of paper their factions numbered 1 through 5. Just any factions numbered 1 through 5, and you then gonna compare those 2 sheets of paper. You're gonna go down 1 through 5 until you find a match that isn't mirror. So if both players take Savannah Elves into the first match, and both players take Polar Dwarves in the second match, but then the third match is different, we would take those. Yeah, I saw that. The last year it was a PD mirror match final. Uh, that's just so gross. Ah, I hate it. I hate it. Why are they doing that? Come on, guys. That's so annoying. That's so dumb. They need to stop. Yeah, maybe. Yeah, yeah. Anyway, but yeah, I think I'm gonna take a break. I need to take some rank turns because otherwise I'm gonna just time out my life. I think I'm gonna take like even like a half-hour break here. And I'm gonna be back into these turns. Beanseasly, that was tons of fun. I would love to play more with you on a future stream. I'm usually streaming like weekdays around this time, so just let me know if any of them work for you. Probably not too much next week because of Gen Con, obviously, but um, yeah, that'll be tons of fun.